Okay, 1976 911 Targa. We did a test drive video, and this is going to be the walk around here at European Motors in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Again, this car came from the Carolinas, and the gentleman who owned the car has just passed, so we're finding the car a new home. I'm just going to do a quick walk around of the car. The car, I would describe it as a 25-footer. It's actually what I would describe as kind of a car you could drive and enjoy the way it is and tinker with, or you could kind of restore it as you were kind of having fun with it. It's had a respray in the past of poor quality, and I'll kind of go into that, although I do believe the car was originally red to begin with, as in all the nooks, crannies, crevices, everything is red. So I do believe it was originally a red car. Here's some of the flaws. You can see we got a lot of paint flaking. It's appeared to have just poor prep. Kind of all the way around, but it has a nice shine to it. In fact, I just took it on the test drive and I was getting a lot of thumbs up. The antenna is broken here. We have a spot here where a big chunk of paint flaked off and has been brush touched, and it's probably not going to show up in the photos, but we have just a lot of strange sort of paint, for lack of a better word, shrinkage and things like that. Close up of the door handle. Show you the door jambs here. We got some paint missing here. Pretty typical of, like I say, poor prep work. Interior, fairly intact, but needs to be restored to be perfect. We've got a broken interior door handle here. Dash is actually in pretty good shape, and it's a leather wrapped dash. I've seen a lot worse on a whole lot nicer car. Got some cracking in the steering wheel. Gauges appear to work except for the clock. There is no radio. As far as the AC, I would say it probably does not work. We have not tested it. This is kind of the way we're selling the car, just sort of as a fun car for somebody to tinker with and play with. Close up of the back seat. The carpet has almost taken on a little bit of a blue cast with summer sun and whatnot. Close up of the weather strip and the Targa bar. This car, actually with the Targa top on it, is fairly quiet. Here's the Targa top. You know, a lot of these whistle quite a bit. This one, I did drive it with the Targa on it, and actually pretty quiet. It has the original Fuchs on it. They're 15-inch in size, and the Pirellis are actually in pretty good shape, not dry cracked or anything. We'll pop the engine here. The engine hatch shocks are weak to non-existent, so it's going to need hatch shocks. But here's kind of the engine there. The original compressor, of course, right there. Again, I have no idea if it works or not. And this is why I think the car was originally red. I mean, we've got all the original stickers, and you know, it's just one of the areas you see. This actually looks in pretty good shape. That's all factory. Doesn't look like it's been hit or whacked or anything. This would be like I think a period accessory, really. It's a complete rubber tail. It's not one of the cheap plastic ones. It's real rubber. We'll go down underneath. It's not a real leaker. Of course, you know, these are always a little damp or whatnot, and I don't know if you can see a whole lot. Obviously, there's a few little leaks down there, but it's not one of those 911s that kind of leaves a big puddle or anything of that sort. And the underside seems to be fairly decent, and the car drives out fairly well, you know, for what it is. You know, there again, I don't know if you can see any of that kind of orange peeling that's in the paint there, but like I say, good 25-footer, I would call it. Car looks dang near perfect from 25 feet away. Going down the road, it definitely snaps some heads around. People really enjoy having it out, but you know, you get up close to it and you start seeing things like this. So, kind of is what it is. I kind of like the old school vent wings there, which you don't see on too many 911s. At least I haven't seen too many. Down there on that floor mat it says Porsche. I have no idea if that's an original floor mat or an aftermarket piece. Got some speakers there in the shelf. Again, no radio. There's another Fuke with Pirellis on it. Try and get you an idea of what it is. It does have the front spoiler down there. The fog lights are inoperable and the high beams do not work, but all the other lights appear to work. I don't see any evidence, and like I say, I'm just kind of going at this fairly quick, but I don't see any evidence of any collision damage. That looks pretty original. He's got the pump for the spare in that little bag. The die-hard battery probably needs to be replaced. I think it still starts the car, but it has a little bit of a hitch in its giddy up every once in a while. When you go to start, it cranks it a little slow. But this all looks good. Again, totally appears to be a red car originally. There's the VIN stamp. Pretty clean and sanitary, really, all the way around. I'll go around and we'll do a light check, and then we'll call it good here. Turn the key on, pop the lights, kind of see what's what. I don't know if you can see that, but we got tail lights, we got turn signals. Ready to be driven and enjoyed, or taken down and restored. So anyway, there it is, 1976 911 Targa S, European Motors, Cedar Rapids. 319-393-8496 if you have any questions. Again, 319-393-8496. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Happy to answer any questions that maybe I didn't touch on during the video. Thanks guys, good luck bidding.